part, whatever number it is, installing the new lights downstairs. So right now we have 3 lights left. I have an existing wire that we need to patch up over through there, behind past the chimney, along that wall, and then there'll be light by the door. But we have a predicament now because we need to cut the wire prior to being able to check the length. So we have a square, or I guess it's probably a rectangle. Oh, actually it looks like it might be a square. So in theory, if we take the wire and we pull the wire taut this way, going over to where it should be at the door, which is here, and I'll hook it on the shelf. Have that convenience here. So that's our distance this way. And then if we take the wire and come over here, it should be the same distance, I hope. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. I'm going to cut it pretty generously in case this is not wrong, or well, in case this is inaccurate. I'd rather have a couple extra feet of wire than have to redo the whole run. Okay, so now we can begin to feed it through to the other side. I'll get a better angle on the camera once I start working again. So we have to go over this wire, which I'll just disconnect off of there for now. We gotta go over this, and then we're gonna have to go, now this wire's kind of in the way of where I want it. This kind of stinks. I had something in mind, but it's not going to work now. I suppose I could move this up. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll move that up, because that wire is not going to get replaced. That's a new one I put in. I think that services something in the kitchen. Now I might get caught up on all these Ethernet cords over here. Let's see. Yep, I've got caught in all the Ethernet cords. It's moving awfully easily. I'm a little suspicious. I want to make sure it's not damaging this Romex as it pulls through. No, it doesn't seem to be. It's not going to hurt that pipe. Okay. I'll just keep pulling it then. Works for me. Oh no. I forgot what I was going to do. Okay. So actually I was putting it on top, which makes more sense because then, otherwise the wire, okay. This is one of the reasons why you shouldn't take long breaks in between projects. No, it should have gone over this 12 gauge runs here. And then it can just go along the top of everything and not move anything now. This makes more sense. This is why I set it up this way originally. Okay, I think it's feeding okay. Alright, I think the wire is in place. Cool. Now we can finish tacking it on. And it shouldn't be too difficult to do. And then we should be able to put the other two lights up. Actually, there's three left. One of which I know exactly where it's going to go. The other I know where it's going to go. I'm not sure how to route the cable. And the third, I'm not sure where it should go. So if I at least could get it to the point where the next light is installed, I can snip the cable and at least turn everything on and use it that way, which would be better than the way it is now. So we'll see how things progress. This GoPro camera, it used to turn, like adjust the orientation of the image by itself if it was upside down or something. And now it's not doing that anymore. And I really wish it was. It would save me a lot of time editing videos like this. Which is probably blurry, junky footage anyways. But, oh well. It's free. I wonder how much aggravation this staple is worth. I really can't reach it because I can't get my hand out of the way to use the hammer. I think we're going to forgo it. This is still challenging, but it's definitely easier without all those fans there. Now the difficulty is all these pedestal fans in the way. think I'm going to stop with the stapling until I get the next light connected, because we're very close to the location of the next light. I might need to get another staple behind that pipe because the wire is kind of sagging a bit. It's purely a cosmetic issue, but it might bother me. Alright, so this is where the light's going to go. It'll go right here. These are the non-fuzz Baxi ones, and these threaded much nicer. I think fuzz Baxi does not make very good electrical connectors. The heck was that? It's kind of odd. Okay, so this wire, I gotta get from the stool to cut this because it's way too long. So the light is going to go, it's going to go right here. So we need to cut the wire right about here. Oh, my tool just broke. No problem, I'll fix it. I just need to tighten this down here. Oh, no, that is already tight. What is it? Is this I need to correct. Okay, that should fix that problem. Let's see if it fixed that problem. It fixed the problem. Incredible. Would you believe somebody complained that I fart in the video? What am I supposed to do? Not fart and get a stomachache? It's just a hobby video. Don't take it too seriously. It's meant to be casual. Alright, so now we have this here, which is way too long. I'll keep this piece of wire to use somewhere else. I could potentially use it somewhere else. It's probably almost 2 or 3 feet. That's not ideal. Get out of there. That's for the other wire. I'm going to have to move that wire in just a bit because I think this has to actually sit kind of like that because of this is here. I'm not sure why that's there. I don't know what purpose that serves, but I'm not going to remove it right now. So we'll just push the wire in a little bit and that will solve the problem. Whoa, that was not good. I'm going to grab some screws and we'll screw it to the wall. Okay, now we're ready for the fixture itself. Clean the ceiling off. Stupid cobweb everywhere. Oh man, I did a goof. I can fix it, but the wire here was supposed to go on the other side of this and it's on this side. I'll have to fix it once I cut the wire for the next fixture. Why? Oh, okay, that was the gasket from the... Had a moment of confusion because a gasket fell, but I knew I put that one on. I can see it. So this one, it goes where the light socket is. I'll fix that. What we're going to do here is we're going to vacuum all that junk out of there. But I think I'm going to put a junction box right there. So we'll have the power comes in. Okay, it goes in the box. It's going to split and it's going to go down to there. And we're going to replace that light with a Vapor Tight. It'll mount right here. I was struggling with this before because of the wiring. Right, because the wire on the top will come down nicely, but then you're going to have wire coming out some other way and it's going to look awful. So that light that goes on this beam here, I've debated between the two, but I think I'm going to go with that one. This light needs to not be a pass-through. So if we put the junction box there, that solves that problem. And then we can send another wire over here. I got to figure out if I drill a hole or whatever. And then I'm going to mount the light on the wall here. Then there was going to be a switch, and then it'll feed the street light. So that's what we're going to do. And plus, that's also good because now I can cut this wire, terminate it. In fact, I can grab that plug that I had here before, and I can stick that plug on the end and plug this back in. And I can have a working light circuit until next weekend or whenever I have time to wrap this up. It should go pretty quick to finalize, but it's getting late and I just want to wrap up because I got kind of a mess in here I need to clean. So that's what we're going to do. Wow, this is not in good shape here. Can't get a good angle on bending the nail. Tough finisher. How are we gonna get this? Nope, I can't do it that way. I can't get it with this angle. Nope, it's bent every which way. That's got to come out. Now, a little bit of nonsense to wrap up for tonight. Always got to be a little bit of nonsense. Well, I suppose if this is the worst thing that's going on so far, then we're doing pretty good. Although I really hate wasting materials like this. Come on! Seriously? The head of the nail just broke right off. That is abysmal. Alright, let's try again. I'll try to put it in at an angle so it doesn't bend. Alright, now that we're done hammering, we can go ahead and put some light bulbs in. And I'll terminate the end of this wire here and we'll test everything out. here's my plug for now. So I can just take this light and stick the light in there and use the light. Oh, I think it would be better if it wasn't hanging on that piece of Romex. I've got the circuit on now, and nothing has exploded, and the light plugged in on the end is working, so I think we're good. I'm going to put Sylvania halogens A19 bulbs in here. These are 40 watt replacements using 29 watts, and this is called super halogen. Why are these super? Because I don't know why. What's the lifespan of these? 0.9 years. So I don't understand what is so super about these, but I'm sure they'll be good bulbs. If it's too dim, then I'll bump it up to 60, but we're going to start with 40. Because these lights are not intended to illuminate tasks. So this is just for you know, you walk in the room and it's dark and you want to see where you're going, or just want to switch on a breaker or do something simple, you know, because I have other lights in the room as well. I have the hanging fruit lamp over the sink. I've got the two floodlights and the porcelain fixtures, so this is not really for task illumination. Well, that was short-lived. Are you serious? Did that mug really just burn out? Well, I've been warned that Sylvania is no good. And it is a Sylvania bulb. Oh, man. Now, I typically haven't really had any problems with Sylvania. One or two, and that's it. Well, there you go, a defective bulb. Well, I didn't buy a whole lot of those. I got them on sale, really cheap, at the local grocery store when they got banned in January, or maybe it was December, I don't remember. Alright, gonna wipe down the thing here. It's got like a cloudy film on it. It's kind of weird. They all have that. Oh, on the inside too. And then the protective cover. And I'm only going to be able to reach one set screw, so that's all it's going to get. Oh, I seem to be failing to even screw this one in. What is going on here? There we go. I tried 100 watts in these, and it was too bright. It was unpleasant to the naked eye, you know, because this is really an exposed fixture. So I think 40 is probably as much as I can put before the fixtures become blinding. All right, now we'll go over to here, and I gotta find more light bulbs now because the one that I was going to use is broken. I had another package right on top. Hopefully none of the other ones are going to be defective. Alright, seriously? I wonder if the other one's not defective. Maybe it was a user error. I'll recheck it. We're gonna recheck it. We're gonna recheck it because it might be a hoax. It might be fine. And this one's only getting one set screw as well, because that's all I can reach. Alright, here's that first bulb. Nothing. I'll test it in one more fixture and the testing socket that I have at the bench. I'll just grab a different bulb for now. Very suspicious. Why isn't this working? Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's make sure the switch is working. It is working. So this is what it looks like as of now. We definitely need another one here. It's dark here, and of course the stairwell is also dark. Now it is not bright, but it was not intended to be. It's just supposed to be enough to see, to walk around. If I was to come down here and do laundry, I could see with this light. If I needed to do something in the circuit breaker, we can see that pretty good. And then if I was to come in and out of this door, I can see the door and the disaster and the floor and everything. So this is perfect. And it's only, what, 30, 60, not even 100 watts to light this room satisfactorily. And if I need more light, we got this. I've got this. I've got this. And all the ceiling fans, which will eventually be hooked up as well. So this is great. This will be so nice to have. It's such a simple thing to be able to walk into a room and turn on a light. But when you don't have it for several weeks in different areas, you start to really appreciate it. Alright, so one more video on this should wrap this project up, and then we'll have nice lighting down here.